Hey everyone, and welcome to TechAbility Pirates of the Caribbean Week 3 core class. So what we're going to do to start off is we want to make sure we have our ball sprite selected at the bottom right hand corner of our screen. And then I'm going to go to the Costumes tab at the top left. And you should see this little white ball appear. What I want you guys to go ahead and do is if you guys take your mouse to move to the top left hand corner, you'll see a picture of the little ball and it says Ball A and there's a little number 1 in the corner. And if you hover your mouse directly over this little image in the center and you right click, you'll be able to duplicate. Now if you don't have a mouse, you could do 2 fingers down on the keyboard and that'll also allow you to duplicate. And if you're on a Mac, you're going to hold down the Control key and press and click and it'll also let you duplicate. So I want you guys to duplicate 5 balls, so you have 5 of these balls, and I'm going to drag them so that way they're just in order. So it'll say Ball A, Ball A2, Ball A3, Ball A4, and Ball A5. So I just reorganized them so that way they're in order. And then what I'm going to do is click on the first ball. What I want to do is once I have the first costume selected, our first ball, I'm going to click on the ball itself. And once I do that, I can click on Fill and change these 2 colors, because right now it's just white and gray. What I can do is drag this saturation bar to be 100, and then the color bar, I can drag it to change the color. Ooh, what about like blue and purple? That would be cool. There we go. So I made like a blue and purple ball. And what I'm going to do is then go to the next one and I'm going to click on it and repeat the process until all 5 of my balls are changed colors. So again, I'm just going to drag that saturation bar. This time I'll do yellow and then I'll click on the other color, drag its saturation bar up and its brightness. Ooh, I really like that red. I might leave it just like that. I like that red and yellow combination. So I'm going to do the next one, click on it, go to fill, drag up the saturation bar, change the colors. I'm going to do pink, and let's see, ooh, green, ooh, that blue is cool, pink and blue. Then I'm going to click on this one, and I'm just going to keep repeating this process. Once you guys are done changing the color of all the balls, go ahead and choose another one of the balls. I'm going to choose the one that I made all red. And what you're going to do is click on the circle tool, and I'm going to draw some other things to go with it. So I'm going to change this color to pure red, change the saturation, there we go, a little darker, and there we go. So I'm just going to make a little red sphere next to it, and I'm going to use the reshape tool to kind of give it like tentacles, so it'll kind of look like an octopus. So I'm going to put one here, and then I'll click on the reshape tool, which looks like the mouse cursor with the little ball at the end of it, and I can pull on the balls to change the shape and click on the walls to add more detail. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I want to pull one here, pull that out, put one here and kind of pull that in. Oops. Trying to click on this ball here. There we go. And I'm going to click curved, maybe pointed. Yeah, pointed would look better, I think. There we go. So that kind of looks like a tentacle. And then what I'll do is just click on it and click copy, paste. Put that there. Actually, I might do a crab. Copy, paste, and then I could do flip horizontal so it goes in the other direction. And then copy, paste, and there we go. So now I got its little legs, and then I can do its eye stalks. So I could just do like 2 little things like this, little ovals that are red. Oops. It'd probably actually be better if I clicked on the other one and copied it. Copy. Actually, let me do the whole detail. So I'll do the, change the color to white, and then I'll like change that. And then I'll click to black. There we go. And now I can select this whole little eye stalk, copy, paste, and now I have 2 of them. And then now I can just do the little claws. So let me zoom out a little bit. You can zoom out using this little magnifying glass with the minus sign. And you guys don't have to copy what I'm doing. I'm just showing you guys that you guys can be really creative and create really whatever you want, but try to keep the overall shape of the circle. So you want to kind of keep it like a circle shape as much as you guys can. And then lastly, I'll come in here and use a square. And then I'll use the reshape tool to click here and here. I'll move this one up like that. This one up in the corner. Then I'm going to click a middle one. Actually, I'm going to need more than that. So I'll click here and here to kind of save the pincer. And then I'll pull in. And now I can use these to make like kind of like teeth inside the claw. Oops. Let me move this one back, and then I'll make one here that goes in, one here that goes back, and one here that goes in. And now I can create a tip here, and a tip here, click pointed, pointed, and now I kind of have a crab claw. So now I can click on the crab claw pieces, copy, paste, and then flip horizontal. So it goes on the other side, and there we go. So now I just made a little crab. So now I'll be able to shoot him all around the screen. So get pretty creative with what you guys want to do. Make sure you guys go ahead and pause the video here and create something, and then resume the video when you guys are ready to go on to the next step. Once you guys are ready, you're going to click on the Code tab at the top left-hand corner of your screen, and click on the minus magnifying glass to zoom out as far as you guys can. And you guys are going to look for the largest block of code, which is going to be this one. So let me zoom in. And it's going to say, when I receive start level, go to X minus 218, Y minus 158, and it continues. But what we're looking for is this block of code right here to start off. What we want to do is scroll down to the bottom, go to Looks, and grab Next Costume, and drag it and drop it underneath Broadcast Next Level. Go ahead and place it right there. And then once you guys have done that, you guys are going to go ahead and look for your when green flag clicked. Set sound to pick random 1 to 2. We're going to go to Looks and grab Switch Costume 2. And then click on the drop down and make sure it says Ball A. Switch Costume to Ball A, and make sure you guys place that right underneath this block of code here. Make sure you guys go ahead and pause the video here before going on to the next step. Once you're ready to go on to the next step, what you guys are going to go ahead and do is click on the sprite at the bottom right hand corner of your screen called Meter. And then you guys are going to go to the costumes at the top left and go to the first one in the row. It should already be set up for you, but if not, make sure you guys go to the first one at the very top. And you're going to notice that it's blank. And then what we're going to do is go to the next one, so that way you see the first green bar. And what I want you guys to do is we're going to change this color. So I want you guys to make sure you have your select tool selected. That's the one that looks like your mouse cursor. And we're going to click on this green color and then click on Fill. So I'm going to go ahead and change mine to purple, and I want my brightness to be 100. Actually, I really like that cyan blue. So I'm going to stick with this cyan blue, and the color is 50. So I'm going to go ahead and remember that number. Then I'm going to go to the next costume and click on the first bubble down at the bottom, and I'm going to click on Fill, change the brightness to 100, and change the color to 50. There we go. And now I'm going to do the same thing to this green one, except I'm going to change the color to 50, which it always was, and the brightness I'm going to change to 95 or around that. That way it slightly gets darker each time. And then the next one on this one, again, what I can do now is I can go back to this color, click on the bottom one, go back to costume 4, click on the paint bucket and click Fill to paint that one. Then I can go back to costume 3, click on the second one, go back to costume 4, click on the paint bucket, and now I have both those colored. And if I want to, I could do the third one, and now all I have to do is click on it, click on fill, and it has the colors of number 2, but now for number 3, I'm going to change its color brightness to 90. So you can see like each bar is getting progressively darker. I actually should probably do it a little bit more than 90, so I'll go a little bit more aggressive. So I'm just going to go ahead and change all of these, and I'll show you guys what that looks like when it's all done. Alright, so I just finished up, so this is the last one, and I'll show you guys in order. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it's all done. So you guys can see that progressively each time I just made each box get a little bit darker than the last by changing the brightness color. So go ahead and pause the video here and do that for your guys selves for all 12 costumes for the custom color that you guys would like. For this next step, we're going to go ahead and click on the whole sprite down at the bottom right hand corner. And what I want to do is hover my mouse over at the top left where I see this little image. It says ball A, and there's a little number 1 at the left hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this 4 times since I have 4 levels. And what I'm going to do is go back to the first one, and I'm going to click on this. I want to click on the circle so it's the color black. Then I'm going to click on the circle icon on the left hand side, and I'm going to create another black circle on the inside, but this time I'm going to change the brightness so it's not as, actually I might change the saturation. Yeah, saturation to 0, and I'll change the brightness up a little so it looks like it's 2 circles inside of each other, kind of adds like a 3D effect. And I'm going to go ahead and decorate all of my holes. So you guys can do this to them by just changing the 2 colors. So I'll click on the next one, and I'll click on the black circle, and this time I will change it to red. Then what I'll do is I'll click on the circle tool and click on fill, make a darker red, make another circle and move it to the center of my screen, and now it's like a outside red with an inner circle of a darker red for my second one. So then I'll click on my third one, and what I can do here is I'm actually going to change this color to brown. So I'm going to click on my select tool, that's the one that looks like your mouse cursor. Then I'm going to click on the circle, change the color to brightness to 100, and change the color to like the brown. There we go, so that's like a brown color. And then what I want to do is kind of make this like a flower. So I'm going to then change the color or brightness all the way up to 100 and change the color to red. And I'm going to go ahead and create a circle like so. And I'm going to click on my reshape tool. And I'm going to reshape this circle so it kind of hugs this circle a little bit better. There we go. And that's like the petal. And I'll click on it, copy, paste, flip vertical, put it on the other side, copy, paste, rotate it with this little tool at the bottom. There we go. Copy, paste, flip horizontal. And now I just got to fill in the corner pieces. I can just rotate this piece to here. Copy, paste, flip vertical, flip horizontal. There we go. Copy, paste, and I'm just going all the way around, making sure that it has this redness. Copy, paste. There we go. And now it looks like a little flower. So I want you guys to go ahead and pause the video here and decorate all 4 or 5 of the balls, depending on how many you guys created. And then when you guys are done with that, you guys can resume the video. Once you guys are done with this though, you guys are going to go to code at the top left hand corner, and we want to go to looks, and we're going to grab switch costume 2, and it's going to click on the drop down, and we want it to say ball A. So again, just go to looks, grab switch costume 2, make it say ball A, and place it right underneath go backward 10 layers and before forever. Once you guys have that, we're going to create a new block of code. To do that, we're going to go to Events and grab When I Receive, drag it into the white space, click on the word and make it say Next Level, When I Receive Next Level. Then you're going to go to Looks and grab Next Costume and attach it to When I Receive Next Level. And that's all the code you guys are going to go ahead and need to make this work. So go ahead and pause the video here and copy this before moving on to the next step. Once you guys are all done with this, what we're going to go ahead and do is go down to the bottom right hand corner, click on the stage, and then I'm going to go to backdrops at the top left. On the left hand side, you can see I have 4 levels. What we're going to do is make sure we have at least 5 levels or more. So you can create more than 5, but you need a minimum of 5. Since I have 4, I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. So to do that, I'm going to click on this little painting down here. Well, I'm going to hover my mouse over it and click on the paintbrush. This will create a new backdrop. And right up here, underneath the Code, Backdrops, and Sounds tab, you'll see the word Costume and Backdrop 1 is inside this bubble. And I'm going to rename it just to the number 5 for the 5th costume. Then I want to click on this little rectangle tool and click on the fill bar. And at the top of fill, I'm going to change it so that way I can select 2 colors for my background. And I'm going to select light blue and a darker blue. And I'm going to go ahead and drag this square until I make a background that takes up the entire screen. Make sure you guys click off of it so it's no longer selected. Then you guys are going to click on your select tool and go back to any other costume you guys created and click on your obstacle or your wall pieces. In this instance, mine are red, so that's what the ball bounces off of. So I'm going to click on that and it will set my color to the exact color I need for my ball to bounce off of this. And I'm going to go back to my 5th costume, click on my little square icon, and I'm going to go ahead and make my level. So if you guys do not have 5 levels, please go ahead and pause the video here and create up to 5 or more levels. It's up to you. Once you guys have completed that, you guys are done with the video, and I want to thank you guys for all watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome. Bye, everyone.